Oh, hello.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Welcome to the One Shot Network Patreon Drive. Day two.
Day two.
Day two. If you're a VOD watcher, you could watch James and I from last night as we did a bunch of different tier lists. We did James made me rank international breakfast foods because he's so salty that I like a full English breakfast. So
Can we get a
salty
real
about
quick, real quick, real quick highlights of the international breakfast foods portion?
I'm going to say that any place where meat and rice were at the forefront, I liked. Anything where pastries and or anything sweet was at the forefront, I was not a fan of. Because even if I haven't tasted those specific meals, I know that sweets I'm not a big fan of, and savory meats and rice are my favorite thing. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Yes.
But we also did the Animorphs morphing book covers, which was also fun. And then we did a ranking of 10 characters that we each submitted to each other based on comments people left on the Patreon, which was fun too.
I'm bitter that you guys didn't rank your mutual friends and acquaintances.
Did you see you made the cut onto the list though of possible rankings?
The icons were small, but yeah, I saw like Brendan Lee Mulligan and Jeff Stormer was there, I think, and I don't remember.
Viditya was there. You were there.
I was there.
You were there.
I don't.
Yep.
I was
you were
looking.
there.
I didn't see my face, but I think it cut out maybe the list of people it was showing. I'll go back to the
It could
VOD.
have. Yeah, you were there. I put myself on there too because I was trying to upset James. That was really the goal. And who else did I put there? But then I realized that James has no like James has no problem just putting everything into S tier and calling it a day, which is against, I think, the spirit of ranking things.
The
Like,
integrity, yeah.
exactly. Like, if everything's an S tier to you, like, what does S even mean? You know?
See, you're supposed to put me in the S tier because my name starts in English at least with an S. And then everyone
Sure.
else can go wherever the fuck. I don't give a shit.
Exactly. One, these events that we're doing on this stream are part of our annual Patreon drive. We really, really appreciate all the support people have already given to the network, but we could super duper do with a little bit more if we want to keep this network going and keep all the shows going and keep putting out more and new content. So it would be huge if y'all could help us out. And also tonight what we're doing is really special because like some of the things we're doing are like extra fun activities. This is a very direct example of something you will get if you subscribe to the Patreon. Two Shots is the official talkback show for One Shot, where Shaghik and I will get together and we will do a talk back after each series is finished completing. And then we put that episode up on the Patreon roughly, every couple of weeks once a series is finished. And it's just like a great little show. So if you enjoy the vibe of this, oh my God, I love it. So if you like the vibe of this is something that you would get if you subscribe to the Patreon. So just saying, just putting that out there. Shaghik, why don't you introduce yourself? Oh, what?
Oh, I love you so much and I love your reactions. Not that hypey, what I'm about to say. It's just that, by the way, chat, I haven't seen Dillin in like a month. So you're getting like unfiltered. Just
is it really a month? Oh my God.
The damn is yeah, or Jesus. More. I might maybe 2 months actually.
No,
actually,
no,
might have been.
No. When we hung out, no. I'm not accepting that. That's not.
well, then it is not true. Honestly, I don't remember. Definitely
Do you know,
a month.
I've noticed that I do this because I don't want the bottle to hit the mic, but it does make me look like when I take a sip of a soda that I am sponsored, because instead of drinking like this, I always... Anyway, Dr. Pepper, please sponsor One Shot or Dork Spawn. I talk about Dr. Pepper on both
was
shows
about
so
to
much.
say.
Please.
So much.
Dr. Pepper, please. Yeah. Shaghik, please introduce yourself to everybody in case they don't know you, which is unacceptable.
Likely. Oh. Two different. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Shaghik. I am the sound designer and the editor of the One Shot podcast ever since episode, what's that? 600? Husband, Daddy, Protector Hero? Until now, except for 2 episodes that happened recently, but whatever. I am also a great person.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. I started the sentence not knowing where it was gonna go. Oh, why not? Let me do a fucking plug, bitch. I have my own show on the network. It's called Roll by Myself. It's a solo actual play show. You can go check out this voice. There's like 8 episodes on there. It's currently on hiatus. I'm calling it a season break, but I've been traveling, which is why it's on break.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's a break.
That's me.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, so we're gonna as Shaghik already mentioned, Husband, Daddy, Protector Hero, episode 600 of One Shot, is the episode we're gonna be talk backing about tonight, and
Because 2 shots started after,
Right.
all that.
Exactly. So we never got to do a talk back about it. So we're going to do that now. And I think it couldn't be more fitting because last night, if you were tuned in, you'll notice we had like a billion suggestions for tier list things to do on that last one. And we only did, I think, 2 or 3 of them. And the reason for that is that I had to go immediately to the hospital. And and I'm laughing because the Husband, Daddy, Protector Hero episode of One Shot was recorded while I had a 102 fever. So I think it's really fitting that we do the talk back while I am also ill. So
And can I say, the 2 shots episodes have had a theme of, so far, me usually having been sick or being sick. So I'm really appreciative that you're taking the shift on this one, so I can rest.
yeah, I truly am a hero. A
You
daddy
are
hero,
a hero.
some might say.
A husband, yes. Was that your
Actually, I think
sign?
I might have been Protector Daddy or Daddy Protector. You know what? I don't remember.
No. You're not Daddy Protector because I'm Daddy Protector, and I
You're
remember
Daddy
nobody else
Protector?
being Daddy Protector in the episode.
Okay.
I am. I have never. This is one of the notes, so I'm skipping ahead in my, because I always. Hey chat. 2 shots is just a recollection of my extensive notes that I take when I edit the episodes. Though this time it's for when I was listening back to the episode. One of the notes is, I have never felt so strongly about anything else in my life other than the fact that I'm daddy and a protector. Not sure in which order. I flip-flop.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
What do you think? Which order is it?
Which order is it for you?
For me.
For you.
No pressure.
Daddy
No
Protector?
pressure, but this is Daddy
Yeah.
Protector or Protector Daddy?
I think you're a strong Daddy Protector.
Do we want to tell people what the criteria for what each one means?
I
for people
would
who aren't
love
familiar?
to do that. What if I remembered this game that I wrote?
Hey,
Hold
buddy.
up.
Hey, buddy. How about I do that? Or actually, I mean, while you're looking it up, I'll do the ones that I actually remember.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good. Did you just do it? Yep.
I got it. So, Husband, Daddy, Protector Hero, if you haven't listened to the episode, is a game that I wrote at 2:00 in the morning, super high on drugs. It is based on a cursed item that I saw in our friend Vidya's old apartment, that was a dice tray that had an American flag on it and just said husband, daddy, protector, hero in block print. And so I wrote a game where the only 4 things that you can do or be are husband, daddy, protector, and hero. They are defined as such. Husband, you pretty much only exist and survive because of another person or other people. You can't do anything without them, but you can do anything at all because they inspire you. Parentheses, or do it for you. Daddy, you're hot in a way that isn't obvious right away, but after a few hours hanging around you, you'll say or do something and people will be like, wait, is he kind of... Protector, you are always there to prevent trouble before it happens. You are vigilant. Some would say hypervigilant. Most of the time people aren't actively in danger, but you are still acting like it. And hero, you wait until people are already in deep trouble to act, but then you act, baby. Some would call you reactive, but others would call you, oh my god, thank you, finally. This is the game that we played on the show for episode 600. And
you choose 2 of those to be who you are.
You choose
order?
2 of those. Yeah, you choose 2 of those, and then you have your primary and your secondary.
Coward. Call it what it is.
Your
dom and your sub.
Your dom and your sub ability. Sorry. You're right. Again, I did write this game. I was very high on drugs. And I don't regret it. It's a fun game. It is the D&D killer. You can't deny that.
And it's a PvP game, so
we did take that out after this
I know.
Yeah, but because we realized
in this
that
episode it's first edition.
Yeah.
In first edition it's still a PvP game. Check.
It's still a PvP. Yeah. Good lord. All right, so
absolutely.
Shaghik, what are your thoughts? You've been giggling to yourself in the green room about your notes about this, and I'm dying. I need to understand why.
My notes, Dillin, are just like 6 pages of just quotes. I mean, there's other stuff too, but it's just fucking quotes that I found. I love this episode. You have no idea.
Me too.
What a way
to start. It's genuinely fun.
What an episode to start my tenure on One Shot with, because I was laughing my ass off while editing this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Hold on. There you go. Okay. Let's start my notes.
Let's.
First thing I've got here is, I read this out and then I went absolutely not, and then I was going to talk about it, but then I was like, let me wait for when the stream starts. And I've got here, be put on a Christmas hat and pretend you're Shaghik from half a year ago, from when I just took over the podcast, or maybe instead it's me, but I've gone back in time just 'cause to put myself in the mentality. And I didn't even remember the rest of the time travel stuff. I just read maybe put on a Christmas hat, and I thought absolutely not, and I stopped reading that note. So, just gonna.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god. No, babe. No.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not worrying. I'm certainly not worrying about the amount of glasses that are on your head and what you're doing with them.
And this bit is definitely funny enough for... Yeah.
Great.
Are you drinking anything for this episode?
I am on the strongest antibiotic known to man, so no. I'm drinking an ice cold Dr.
Under the influence. I sent you a picture of the ingredients of the drink that I was making.
It looked complicated.
Could you guess?
Okay, hang on. Let me look at the picture again and
Look at the picture and
oh my god,
tell
are you
us
having
what you're seeing.
eggnog? Are you having eggnog?
We shall find out. We'll find
It
out.
seems like a yes or no question, babe. What?
I'm having eggnog.
Oh my
Maybe.
god. Maybe stop
I
with the maybes.
I know I'm saying it is eggnog, but did I make it right? Is it eggnog or is it an
Oh.
abomination?
Okay,
We shall find out together.
I get you.
Kind of, I've sipped it already, so I won't spoil what it tastes like until I've sipped it on camera. But yeah, I'm using my Wikipedia Armenia mug that I've had
That's so
for
funny.
ages. People don't know this about me. I don't think you know this about me, but I was a Wikipedia nerd.
But you're
I
Armenian.
used to be an editor. Yes, nobody knows that about me.
We love to
Nobody
keep it to
fucking knows that about
ourselves.
me. I
we
like
never
to be
bring
a
it
little
up.
secretive about that. No, never. The fact that both of us are Armenian, we're the two people in charge of the Watch Our podcast, and
Yeah,
the,
One
it's
Shot
an Armenian
Podcast, the
now.
premier Armenian role-playing
action plan.
podcast.
No. That's
No. We
between
don't bring it
us.
up.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But you will say people don't know this about me. I used to be a Wikipedia nerd. I went to camp for it twice.
What? I'm sorry. Chat, are you hearing this? What does that mean? What is Wikipedia camp? Are you fucking with me? What is that?
Did I have a mug?
What is... I don't care about the mug. What is Wikipedia camp? What do they teach you there? What do you do there?
So, if you edit enough on Wikipedia, you get chosen to go to the camp. Not every country has this, but my country does. So, that was fun. And you go,
and what country
and
is
it's
that?
about Romania. Chat, that's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
It's a joke based on the fact that a lot of people confuse the two countries. Armenia. Anyway, point is, you go there, and for 2 weeks, you've got an itinerary, and for about probably 4 to 5 hours a day, maybe 6, not like all together, like sort of in breaks, you're editing Wikipedia, but other than that, it's all camp activities like games and like dances, and you learn stuff. We had Secret Santa, but it was in the summer, so it wasn't called Secret Santa. It was fun stuff.
God.
It was a lot of fun stuff. I made a vlog about it that has like 7,000 views, 2,000 views. I don't remember. It's a big range,
That's
but it was one of those.
fascinating.
Should we get into the episode instead of yapping about me?
I mean, you're a star, and one of the most interesting people on earth. So it's hard, but
that's so sweet.
But yes, let's start the episode. What talk to me about Husband, Daddy, Protector, Hero. I've listened to the episode a bunch, as it is actually one of my favorites. I re-listen to it a lot, and every time I'm like, wow, I'm truly remarked at how little recollection of actually doing this I have. I was strongly medicated.
Crazy. That's insane to me. See, I have a question for you. This was except for like a 10-minute call we had, this was your first impression of me, I'd say. It's safe to say.
Yes.
As like an editor, maybe a person.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
What
I was like,
it?
So it was like, I was like, all right. On the like cool professional scale, I feel like to work with me on a project, you really have to ride a line, because some people may be too tightly wound to deal with receiving an episode like that in their inbox. And some people might not be able to turn it into something listenable. And you were right on target because somehow that episode came out great. And you were like, hey, this is funny and not a nightmare, and I don't hate you for sending me this. And
hey, let me tell you,
great.
It was a nightmare, and I loved it.
Great.
Can I
Sick.
say?
Yeah.
Every episode of One Shot takes me about, I'd say, 7 to 9 hours to edit. This one, full in the double digits, way in the double digits,
I am not shocked.
because it is 5 people. I always
Four people.
misremember.
Because
4 people.
this is me, Elliot, Viditya, and
Yeah,
Robin. Yeah.
Not Rowan.
No Rowan.
Yes. It is 4 people who are saying the same jokes at the same time. saying
What?
different jokes at the same time. Each one funny enough to deserve its own spotlight. So I'm like moving shit. I'm like juggling. I'm struggling. I'm juggling, dude. I'm like trying to make sure everybody, if like a joke is funny enough, I do not want it to be like skipped over because it's being said at the same time as something else, so people don't catch it. I'm like moving shit around. People are saying shit at the same time. Everybody's laughing, which is great. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Amazing. Nightmare to edit. Took me like 20 hours.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened to the episode, you fucking better go back and listen to that episode.
So fucking funny. Should we do a taste test of the eggnog that did
Please.
not
I
By the way,
have
in
to
the-
know.
in the recipe it says after you're done put it in the fridge to cool and it'll thicken while it cools. I did not see that part
Great.
before I started making, so it did not cool fully. But it wasn't like hot or anything. Anyway,
Okay. Excellent.
fuck, that's good.
Hell yeah. Babe, you did it.
This wasn't actually. This is a different reaction to what I had before when I like sipped it like a finger test. Cause before I was just like sugar.
Yeah. It
I'm
needed
just
to
drinking sugar.
percolate a little bit.
Percolate.
Mm-hmm.
I love that word. Yeah, fucking good. But 6 egg yolks. 6 egg yolks.
Are in
I
that
did
one
think
mug
at
right now?
first. No, there is a different mug too. At first,
Okay.
I did think because the recipe said 1 X, so I assumed 1 mug. I was perplexed, but I was like, "I'll follow your lead, I guess." Luckily, it is 2 mugs.
Okay, thank goodness.
Although I
My
did
God.
fully although I had to move the egg yolks from like a small bowl to a slightly bigger bowl to a slightly bigger bowl to a slightly bigger bowl. That many times because I kept every time I kept being like, this isn't gonna be big enough once I mix in the milk and the cream and everything.
Yeah.
So I probably lost like a yolk or 2 in the process.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad it came out good. I love an eggnog. It's great.
Yeah. I'm rambling more than I typically do for the 2 shots because this is a stream and I want to make it longer.
You're allowed to do anything you want. We should get into it though, because as the
Yeah.
aforementioned illness that I am riding, I feel
Oh,
like
God,
I'm on a
yes.
biological clock of a different sort. At this time, at any moment. So, okay. Husband, daddy, protector, hero. Oh, we have a special guest. Is that all right?
Is that all? Lydia, come in here.
Vidya, get in here.
Hello.
Hi, buddy.
Vidya Valetti's star of Husband, Daddy, Protector, Hero.
Yeah.
I love those
Star of
pants.
That episode, yeah.
Yeah, we're a big fan of your plaid pants.
Oh, my
Mhm.
pajamas.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Dude.
Sorry. Is it just you couldn't
Vidya's
see him on
flashing
Never mind.
midriff
Sorry,
to the
my
one
bad.
shot.
That's for the
network.
Patreon.
okay.
That's for the
Patreon
Patreon
only,
Vidya.
Vidya.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
my God.
Save that tum for later,
Yeah,
Mike.
no,
For
Please.
next month, please, or like tomorrow.
Yeah.
buddy.
Just wanted
Does
to
he want to
say
join
hi.
in?
Glad the eggnog tastes good.
Yeah.
Are you
We-
watching?
Yeah, he is. He's watching from the other room.
I was just checking.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Does he want to join in?
No.
What?
No. Go back to your room.
What?
I'm kidding.
Why? That's a crazy thing for me to say when you're live doing something.
start talking about the episode. We've
Viddy.
we've been talking about lots of other
Oh
things.
yeah, no. You've been
Viddy.
just about to start talking about the episode for about 10 minutes
Shh.
Yeah.
Hey, hey,
Whoa.
hey. Shh, 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 shh.
Whoa.
Shh, 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 shh.
Whoa.
Zip it. Viddy, while you're here, Connie says,
Wow.
earlier today on your
Yeah.
Blue Sky,
Yeah.
I replied to your post about having voted, and I said, hot as fuck, correct. I think it looked like I was being like, yes, the weather is hot as fuck. I was saying you're hot as fuck. So moving that aside, moving on from that, I just wanted to be
clarify.
Just to
clear.
clarify.
I just
Just
to
to
clarify because I
clarify.
felt like it looked like otherwise I was just being random.
Yeah, that you were just
Um,
commenting on the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Well,
it's hot out there.
hot out. Wow.
Out there.
Hot
Oh
out
my
there.
God.
It was, and it
You
was.
look
and it is.
dehydrated.
Yeah. You should drink water.
Find some shade, buddy.
I mean,
Yeah.
on you, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay.
Not a concern, by the way. I think I understood the intent, especially
Got
because
it.
you did also follow up the post with the clarification in text.
Was that a clarification?
Oh no.
Okay. Vinny,
Okay.
what's your favorite part of Husband, Data, Protector, Hero of the episode, not the game?
What's my favorite part of the
Husband.
episode?
Yeah, the episode.
If you remember.
Oh wow, what is
Literally
my favorite
anything.
part? Honest
If
to
you don't
God,
remember, then
I think
Yeah.
my favorite part, because it sets such a immediate tone, was, oh, are we playing ourselves? Yeah, but you know, like, don't worry, you can
And then
be whoever
Elliot
you
being
want.
confused
And then
about
Robin
it,
just goes,
about how
cool. I'm a 6'4" wolf man with 4 eyes. And
No,
I'm like,
you're
great.
misremembering. You're misremembering. You were the one that embraced the us but better thing
Oh,
first.
really?
You were
You
the
were
one
the
that was
first
like,
one.
Oh,
I
was
have
the
a
fir- I could've
robot
sworn it
arm.
was Robin
You're like,
who
I
said
have a robot
I have
arm.
a.
Oh, okay.
I have a note for that actually. I have a note for that saying, "Love how
Oh,
quickly
please.
the immediately goes into the creativity of like, it's us but better." Yes.
It's
Yeah.
just the
Robot
better.
arm,
It's just the better.
Second
So we go
magical
robot
arm.
second mechanical arm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we get
Werewolf
Robin, who's
Robin.
like, I'm a wolf man, and then Elliot
Yeah.
has thicker
With the thighs.
Thighs, yeah.
Thicker.
And the ability to
They
become
progressively
smaller
get
or
thicker and
bigger.
thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But those are not magical. Those are his accomplishment from
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exercising.
Yeah, he's just able to do that. Yeah.
He's
so
just-
funny.
He can just do that.
Yeah,
And
he
then
is,
we
yeah.
have Dylan, who's average height.
Dylan, his average height.
I'm average height. I'm roughly 2 to 3 inches taller than I am in real life.
Yeah. Which I don't think is. I mean, I really. Have
So you're
never been
6'5"?
able to picture that as the problem.
What? What?
So you're 6'5"?
I am. I think in the episode I'm 5'5".
You're.
No,
Or
babe,
5'4".
I'm
What
saying
are you 5 exactly?
I'm being like, haha, because in real life you're 6'2" and 2-3 inches taller. Whatever.
Whatever.
That's funny.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that immediate setup of like, hey, you can be yourselves, but a little bit better. All right, robot arm, mechanical
Robot arm,
wolf man.
werewolf,
Yeah,
multiple eyes,
yeah, it's sick.
which does make somebody sexier. The more eyes you have,
The more eyes you have,
as
the sexier
established
you are.
in the episode.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Yes.
in a way, aren't glasses like
I was just
having
thinking that.
multiple eyes?
Absolutely. They don't call us four
And-
eyes for nothing.
Oh my god.
We're hot, sexy.
That's what that
Well,
was.
when I
Yeah.
started the episode, did you not feel this aura? Did you not feel this aura that I was just glowing and
That you were
just
waiting.
so sexy?
I did feel that.
Is that
I
why
felt
you-
that
is
and I knew
why
that.
You had so many pairs of glasses on in the beginning.
That was the
Yep.
bit.
Oh,
Kitty.
that's
Yes, that was the
fucking
bit.
funny.
That's
Okay.
really
Is
funny.
it?
I
Is
just thought
it
that was,
funny?
like, good
Thank you
practice.
so
Yes,
much.
I
it
kinda-
is
I was like, Shaw's kind of working it. Actually,
So many glasses
I'm like,
on.
sure, that's a pretty cool look. Actually, I'm into it.
Yeah. And it worked.
And it worked. And let no one say that it didn't.
No, I'll get them.
And the people that didn't watch the stream, who are listening to this on the feed, tk you so much. But you didn't get to see. But the VOD
you didn't
might be
get
up
to see.
somewhere.
And there's nothing we can do about it.
There's nothing we can do about it. Oh my god. This side knock is too much. Jesus fuck. This is so much sugar.
Oh, I bet. It's just a glass of cream.
Sugar.
It's just custard.
No part
It's-
of me
it's-
can drink it.
It's just a drinkable
what
custard.
it is.
Just like-
Yeah.
It's literally just custard.
It's just custard.
Okay. Have fun now.
Bye. Love you.
Bye. Okay, back to the episode.
That was Vidya Valetti, star of Husband
I
Daddy
wasn't
Protector
about to
Hero.
say that. I was about to say that. Okay. All right. So, what were we talking about when Vidya came in? Is there any possibility in the whole whiteboard that you would remember?
No.
Gotcha.
Let's just move
Then
forward.
Let's just move forward. Oh, something that. So I was listening to this episode while on my trip in France.
France.
France. And I making good time because I was sort of like chilling in the hotel room because I was tired. And
Yeah.
I just wanted some time to chill. Spotify actually has ads. Did you know this? Did you chat? Did you know this? Spotify and YouTube actually have ads because in Armenia, we don't get ads. YouTube, not a single ad. Used to a few years ago. There was like one food delivery app that would give us.
Fascinating.
Yeah, there was one food delivery app that would be like the sole company that would do ads on YouTube. Not a single one these days. Not a single one on YouTube. On Spotify, we still get the like one-shot ones where it's like James going like, "Hey guys, check out this and that." I still
Sure.
sometimes get those on Spotify, but still not that
None of the
often.
none of the company ads. The like,
None of the
like,
company ad, none
dynamic
of the like
ads.
Spotify ads, and even those rarely. In this one, I was listening to the episode and I get a pre-roll, and literally I have a note in here that says, "Holy shit," a mid-roll. Cause chat this whole time, so I'm the person that uploads the episode, right? This whole time, when I click on the buttons to add the pre-rolls and the ads and the mid-rolls and the post-rolls, to me, I'm just clicking buttons. Those don't do anything. Those are just number gets to a certain point and then I click publish. I've been doing something the whole time.
You've been doing something that affects the listeners.
affects the listeners this whole time.
Yep.
'Cause I was
And gets us
Crazy.
money. Which, by the way, subscribe to the One Shot Network Patreon. Give us money, please.
give us money, please. That's how I get paid.
Money, please.
Please.
Thank you.
Money, please. But yeah, it's just insane because it's like having a big red button in front of you that you're pushing and it's doing nothing. And the whole time, in the other room,
Something's happening.
it's like something blowing up or whatever.
Something's going on over there.
Some-
Well, that's very
some-
exciting. Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got immediate good setup for characters. We've got, oh my god, there's a mid roll. There, oh
there's
my
a
god, this show has ads.
the show's ads. One of the things I was giggling to myself about in the green room was in the setup when everyone's like, "Oh, it's us." Elliot sort of being a little confused about that, and then at some point he just goes, Elliot says," because it's just like,
Truly, this was such a mean premise for me to give to my friends. Be like,
It's
hey
you."
guys, you're playing yourselves on this really stupid game, and they're genuinely such good sports about everything.
Yes, Vidhi, we have started the
We've
episode.
started the episode,
Sorta.
Vidya.
God, Vidhi. Oh my god. Okay. What was your favorite part of the episode? There's
Um,
no structure to this two shots. By the way,
none.
we're just
None whatsoever.
jump- Sometimes there's a structure. This time, fuck all.
Me bringing eggnog to everybody on the roof, I think, like halfway through the fight happening. I think that's my favorite.
Vivi, you were.
Vidi
We just established that.
had a
that you
robot
had a
arm,
robot arm and
but
magic-
it was a magic demon arm
demon
was the other
arm.
one. That's what we were misremembering. Yeah.
How do
Yeah.
I now remember the demon part?
Hey,
Even now.
look, a lot
Sorry.
happened.
A lot happened. So, what did you say was your favorite part?
Me coming onto the roof with a bunch of eggnog halfway through while everybody was fighting for their lives.
Because of the incident.
Because of the incident. Yeah.
Love the incident. Love the incident. Such
Yeah.
a funny bit.
Did we ever say what the incident was? I can't remember.
Something
so,
to do
right?
with, I think it was something to do with Eggman, Dr. Eggman.
Yes, Dr. Robotnik. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I made
Oh
the
my
same
God.
mistake.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Eggman was like attacking Brooklyn, and then he was like, "Don't ever come back here," to Santa. And then no, was that a different thing?
No,
God, I
that's
don't-
right. That's correct. That's correct. That's what happened. Oh
Can
my
I
god.
say this? My sole source of Sonic lore is the first movie that I watched, like right before the pandemic hit. I think this was the second to last movie I saw in the cinemas before the pandemic hit. But mostly about multiple 100,000 word fanfiction that my friend wrote that blew up, that started out as like a joke fanfic about the people in an actual play podcast that our mutual friends have, but that was like also a parody of My Immortal, and it included just everything from every piece of media, including what are they in Sonic Elemental Shards? What was it? Elemental
The Chaos Emeralds?
Oh my god, yes. The Chaos Emeralds were a big part of the fic.
Of
Big
course
part
they
of the
were.
fic.
They have
And let
to
me
be.
tell you, that thing started out as a joke, made me cry many times. Huge fucking big deal. Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's where my Sonic lore comes from. I was listening to the episode and you guys were like, Chaos Emeralds. I'm like, like from Emily's fic.
That's really funny. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Right. The episode.
The episode.
This is about the episode and not my specific individual experience with
the
this
Sonic lore?
property.
No.
Okay, something interesting is, again, this was my first ever episode of Husband, Dad, and Protector
Of One Shot. Yeah.
Of One Shot. And my skills developed a whole lot since 600, because I was editing every episode every week, and your skills get to develop because you're working so much.
Of course,
So
yeah.
it was really interesting to listen back and like remember all the things I hadn't done yet. Like I hadn't turned down the volume of the intro yet, where it goes, "We're all adventurers," da, da, da. Whatever that intro. Like I hadn't turned. I saw a review that was like the intro will blast your ears off on, I think it was Apple Podcast, and I was like, oh, noted. And I turned it down. I went and like turned it down a little, and then like I hadn't figured out compression yet at all, so sometimes like I had to do it manually, and sometimes it just sounded weird. And you know what, I won't be on a high horse. I still haven't quite figured out compression. I'm still a little iffy on it, but it's just interesting, like seeing how far we've come. Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Hey, look at
Hey.
us.
I haven't
Who would've thought?
improved any skills since then. I'm
Yeah,
here
because
I
you
am.
were already perfect.
Here I
You were
am,
already
still
perfect.
streaming nursing an injury on the strongest antibiotics known to man and several kinds
You
of
haven't
painkillers.
improved. You haven't improved any skills because you were already perfect as you were.
Oh my god, I'll
In
get you.
every way imaginable. Also, something funny is Robin accidentally calling it the Christmas series instead of episode, which is funny because it is a Christmas series now, because you're going to do it every year.
Ooh, interesting. I
Mhm.
don't hate that. I don't hate that. I don't hate the
Mhm.
idea of doing more husband, daddy, protector, hero episodes.
Why are you acting like this is news? I've been pushing this on you for a while.
But the audience doesn't know that.
Oh,
The
right.
listeners
Audience?
don't know that.
No, yeah, okay, let's pretend like it wasn't. Dylan, I have an idea.
What's up?
You should totally do a sequel to Husband, Daddy, Protector, Hero every Christmas. Or, well, January 2nd.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Should we do
whatever it was.
a winter holiday special of husband, daddy, protector, hero
Should
every
we
year?
Do a winter holiday special of
Do
That's crazy.
Whatever. Good. I love
Yes. Amazing. Something interesting was this was before I knew any of the guys.
it. Oh yeah, my
Your-
situationships, my housemates. But he does not like when I call them that. My-
Yes, your spouses, your
my spouses, yeah,
polycule.
my polycule.
Your polycule. No, yeah, this was for I befriended any of them, and it's just sort of fun because those were like strangers' voices at the time, and now
Yeah.
it's not. Except not really, because I listened to the episode, and I swear to God, 5 minutes in, I was like, wow, I know these people.
Yeah, we're
These are
we're
my
a
friends.
clean read based on that episode alone. It's like, no, I get it. I see what you
literally
are.
one bit where Robin's talking about their family stuff, and I literally had to text you. Who is it now?
Did I miss
This
anything?
is Rowan.
Rowan!
Rowan's not in the episode,
What are
but
you
we
talking
do
about?
mention her a lot.
There is an end bit. Hi, Rowan. Rowan,
Hi.
this is how we're meeting, by the way. We've not on
We've
call
only talked
met yet.
via text.
Oh
Texts
my
and
God!
replies
Wow.
and stuff.
Hello.
It's so nice to meet.
It's so lovely to meet you.
Yeah, no, there's an ending bumper thingy where Rowan, played by Dillin, comes in and's like, oh, I missed it.
Ah, I missed it.
Again.
Oh no! Another adventure. Dang.
Oh.
And that was
I
the
was
meta
off
bit. I
doing
just came in and said,
journalism.
Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Now I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go spiral. No, actually, I'm doing great about the election results.
I know
Killing
everything's
news.
going good.
It's
Ah. Oh,
Is there
leave that
news
open
yet?
so I get AC.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Bless.
Is there news yet?
There is some news. We're getting. Hey, quick break to talk about the New York City mayoral election.
2025.
We have
Really
We
dating
have-
this episode.
Mamdani at, well, the last I heard was like 43%, Cuomo at 34, and that's like with 72% of the votes already counted. So like
How much does Mamdani have?
my last update that I got is 43% of the votes to Cuomo's
And Cuomo
34.
has what?
34. I know.
I'm not from New York. I've never been to New York, but I'm very emotionally invested in this.
Me too.
I have a lot of
Um,
close friends who live in Brooklyn specifically. But
Yeah, and you'll come here eventually, and it might be a
Yeah.
slightly nicer place. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
Anyway.
let's see. Where are we? Tell me more about your notes. Tell me more about your quotes.
Oh,
that
my
you-
quotes. There's so many
yeah.
of them. Here's the first one that I wrote here. Sole survivor of the DARE program.
Oh,
Yeah, everyone else died because of the incident. And
Fuck.
that was the first mention of the incident.
That is the first mention of the incident, but everyone else died is one of my favorite things anyone's
Elliot
ever
with
said.
the fucking banger
Oh God,
of
so
everyone
funny.
else died.
Yeah,
It's just so funny. But also, like, yeah, it's also around the DARE program implies that everyone else
That
died.
Yeah, I know. I know what Viditya meant, which is that everyone who went to the DARE program
Quit.
does do drugs eventually.
Oh, that's what really meant.
Yeah, is it's a notorious, like, it's a kind of running joke that Dare doesn't work because everyone you know who went through the Dare program either winds up drinking or doing drugs anyway. So it doesn't do anything. It's clearly not working. So Vidia's
That's
joke
so
was
funny.
that he was the sole survivor of the Dare program. Yeah.
That's so funny. Everyone else died. Now everyone else died is way funnier because I
Yeah.
thought that was what.
Oh
the
no,
joke
that was
Vidia
not what was
making.
implied. Yeah.
All right. Oh, I've already said this bit about me being daddy protector. This is funny. It's about you guys being like to Robin, like, we always leave a seat for you. And then Elliot says, yeah, and then occasionally we turn to the empty chair and we go, what do you think? Which is topical because Robin's back in fucking Canada again.
Yep.
What the hell are you doing there?
Waiting for the United States to say visa yes.
Yes.
Visa yes.
Robin is just permanently in visa situations.
Oh, I know. Kill me about it. We'll get there. We're
Kill
gonna
me
get
about
them, gang.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. About like immediately knowing the guys. Like I remember literally asking you because at some point Robin talks about family stuff. I remember texting you, being like, "Was this just between you guys, or do I keep this in the episode?" Because Robin talks about like their dad and like.
Oh, yep, I remember
Like-
that. And I was like, leave it in.
Yeah, you were like, I'm on call with him right now. You're good to go.
Yep.
Which was fun. Oh, chat. Let's do a little poll. Not a literal one, because I don't want to force Dillin to do that whole.
I think I can
Thing
do a
on
poll.
Twitch.
I'll do a poll.
All right. Is it more fun to open presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? So let's do a little poll on that, chat. Let's find out. Let's put it to an end for once and for all, because that was something as we're arguing about. That was where the PP came in.
Okay, I'm putting it to a vote. The vote is up. I have a strong feelings about that. But
All right, let's see.
All right,
let's
vote
see,
to your heart's
folks.
content. We've got 5 minutes on the timer. We'll
Amazing.
come back
And
to
yeah,
it.
this is where the PvP came in famously in the game, and you guys fought it out. And except there's no winner still.
Yeah.
And that's where the chat comes in. I've got here a note that says, "What does eggnog taste like?" And now we know.
Custard.
A custard. And I've got another note here that says, "Should I make eggnog?" A bunch of question marks, and then underneath says, in parentheses, "for the stream." I don't
Yes.
know why I write my notes with the assumption that I might get amnesia between now and then.
I love that you do that. I think that's great. I think you are doing journaling correct.
Yeah. I just know that I don't trust my memory. Which is why
Mhm.
I always fucking make sure to provide context.
Yeah.
But also it's kind of for like if like I look back on journals like 5 years from now, I'll know what that was about. Anyway, this I already talked about Vithi immediately embracing the loose rules and
Yes.
going robot arm, gun arm, eggnog storage. Love
Yeah.
that. The more eyes that you have, the hotter you are. Oh, here it is. Maybe I should start the episode wearing a stupid number of glasses, because it's sort of like I have a bunch of eyes.
And
hence,
honestly,
I'm
well
sexier.
done. Well done. Well executed. I think it worked. Hotness achieved.
Thank you. Hot. Was I not hot before?
Oh, for God's sake. Oh my God. You can't
I've
see
got,
her.
I've got.
Because of your
just
great
something
eyesight from
missiles,
your
bitch.
so many eyes, you can can't be shot with an arrow?
Because I'm a monk, bitch. I've got,
Oh my
what's it called?
God.
Something missiles.
Yeah,
Catch missiles, but not
catch
really.
missiles, the classic
I
monk
don't remember what
ability, catch missiles.
Catch missiles. Yeah, exactly. What do you mean? Deflect missiles. Thank you.
Deflect missiles. Thanks, Elle.
Yeah. I've got here a note that says, love Dillin, not remember the rules. It's just great thematic through line for just everything to do with husband, daddy, protector, hero.
Yeah, still
Still true.
Still true.
Still true. Ever since the accident. Amazing line from Vidya when somebody says, ever since the accident, and then Vidya goes, yeah, it's been a weird 3 days. Which just
That's a good one,
immediately
too.
sets up.
Yep. Yeah, it's been a weird 3 days is great.
Just immediately sets up, like, just gives so much.
Yeah.
It just Vidya just gives and gives, man.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
2 funky arms. Yeah, I'm a slut, he said flexingly.
Who said that?
I think Elliot, because
I think Elliot.
I think everyone was going, oh, I have a gun arm, and then I'm a werewolf,
Oh,
and then you
right,
were like,
of
and
course.
you, Elliot, and then he was like, and I'm a slut. He said flexingly.
Flexingly. Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
my god. Oh my god, that's so. Elliot was on fire this episode. Everybody fucking was.
Everybody was. I know.
Yeah, and then after 4 days ago, what? Ever since 4 days ago, everyone knows Santa doesn't come to Brooklyn. Again, folks, so much of this episode is just going to be me reading out funny things that were said in this episode that I thought were funny, and I wrote it down. The speed at which I had to be writing my notes as I was listening to the episode, because every 2 seconds something funny was just said, and I was like on the bed in the hotel room with my notebook out. My journal notebook out. I'm just going fuck.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah. We
Just
cram a lot into that
scribbling.
1 hour.
An hour and a half.
Okay, right, an hour and a half about. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Get it right,
You're welcome.
Dylan.
Okay. Christmas
Jeez.
Eve has won the poll. And that's my vote, so I agree. So good job, everybody.
Okay. I don't agree. Why the fuck do you think? What, day before? You opened it the day before?
Christmas Eve is just more fun and more special. It's also not
it's different.
It's not a landslide vote. It was 2-1.
I mean,
so
yeah. The thing is, in Armenia, in the Republic of Armenia,
oh my god,
we celebrate Christmas as New Year's on the 31st. And I've always opened the presents like on the night, around the night of the 31st. So like, I don't even actually have an opinion on this.
Wow.
I'm just
that's
trying
really
to
funny.
equivalate it, or whatever the word is.
Of course. So it doesn't even you don't even have a frame of reference.
I have no stakes.
That's fine.
I
Great.
have no stakes in this battle. This is not my fight, but I took part anyway.
Great.
I'm a mercenary. I'm a paid mercenary in the Eve versus Day fight. Eve versus Day. That's kind of sounds cool. So it could be something.
Yeah, it could be something.
Could be something. It's a win again. Elliot goes, I do believe that's a daddy roll because I'm using my slutty thighs.
I
Elle,
love
take that back. Elle, I did not say that.
No, she would never say that to me.
Why? What's that tone? Why does it seem like I would say that to you?
I don't know, genuinely.
Okay.
That is, I think, one of my favorite bits about Husband, Daddy, Protector, Hero is that everything you say that you would like to do sounds so stupid. Because you have to say things like, I would like to make a daddy roll because I'm doing it sluttily.
Yeah. Hey, this is a switchy move, Daddy.
A switchy move, Daddy? Can I?
Can I make a switchy move, Daddy? Um, oh my god. Okay, so at some point there's a reindeer fight.
Yes.
Combat.
Yeah.
Let's say. With a battle to end all battles.
Yeah.
Where I believe Elliot's character, Elliot, jumps up in the air.
Elliot's character, Elliot with thicker
Elliot.
thighs.
With slutty thighs and the ability to change the size of his body.
Yeah.
Jumps up in the air and fights the reindeer, and I did some sound effects for that one.
You
and
did.
Again, prior to One Shot, I didn't have too much experience with doing sound effects and stuff like that. So this was like me, like I sent this bit to every friend I had, being like, "Hey, check this out. I did that. Check this out.
Yeah.
Do you hear
You
when
sent it to
when
me,
the
too.
kick?"
You sent it to me. You sent me. I remember getting reindeerkick.wav in in my DMs. And I was like, yeah,
Yes.
good.
Because I was so proud, because every time you kick, there's like bell sounds. Because I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, because they're wearing bells. Because if they
Yeah.
kick, it will make a sound. And I thought that was funny, and I was so proud of that.
You should be proud. You should be very proud.
Thank you so much. What do I have? What is that? Was prone? Why do I have that? Why do I have that written? Oh no, I think it was proud. I was proud. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Not was prone. Da 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 da. Oh, are they gonna kiss?
Ooh.
When
Who's
Elliot
that?
and the reindeer Blitzen
Oh,
fall down,
Yeah.
and then Elliot's like, when we fall down, are we in a sort of like, are they gonna kiss pose?
Yeah.
So funny.
That's really good. I forgot about that.
In many ways, this episode was my sexual awakening.
Husband, daddy, protector, hero is that for a lot
Yeah.
of people, I think.
Yeah,
And I don't really
everybody-
need data to back that up because I I know.
No.
yeah,
And we know, and
Yeah,
it's
we know.
true.
we know about
Well,
it.
we so know. Fuck, this was so funny. Where somebody goes because it's a bunch of reindeer, and I feel like everybody was thinking it, including me when I was editing, of like, where the fuck is Santa? Why is it just reindeer? And then Ellie just goes, "Where's the?" Or just reindeer, and it's just like, I don't know. It was so funny to me because in my head, like, oh, everybody was thinking it, and then just like, no, it wasn't
Yeah.
even said. Where's
Where's
Anyway,
Santa?
I just think the delivery is so funny on that. Oh my god, the family portrait, the painted Macy's
Yeah.
family portrait
Yeah.
behind every door. We're
Yeah.
doing it for them.
We're doing. We're doing it for them. What is wrong with us? What? Wow. Oh my god. Very normal people.
You find me in an uncompromising position with blitzing? Elliot says, hopefully. Hey, folks, go join the Patreon. You just
Please.
hear us laughing about shit. I'll be honest, most of the episodes are slightly less me just reading out quotes.
Yeah.
But this one is
Vidya-
going to be a lot of me just reading out quotes, yeah?
Yeah, Vidya says, have we talked about how we believe this episode would be non-listenable? We did kind of talk about this in the beginning because
Do you
we were
truly believe that?
we when we wrapped it, I remember Elliot being like, "This can't possibly be good. this can't possibly be a real episode that you release." And then I passed
That's
out.
wild.
But we were talking about at the beginning of this episode, we were talking about how
Do we
Shaghik
have a...
did a like absolutely incredible job with but with riding the cool professional line.
Mm-hmm.
And being like a professional enough editor to make this sound good and cool enough to be like, hey, this hot pile of garbage you handed me, I'm gonna, I'm cool with it.
What a test, right? Like, what a fucking...
What a episode.
Yeah. I was like, don't worry, James. I'll figure out if she can stay.
Here's the hot garbage. Well, sorry, because I'm thinking of this because I'm just hearing you rattle off these bits, and I'm just going, oh my god. How did anybody listen to this?
And I've listened to it multiple
It
times.
doesn't make any
It's one of my
sense.
favorite episodes. It's so good.
I did like the insight at the very beginning when you were like, we're just all talking over each other all the time, that even the actual audio was pretty difficult to work with and
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, just so you know, that's what this house sounds like all the time. Is just a bunch of
Yeah.
simultaneous
No,
jokes
no.
being
No,
said.
let me
all-
tell you. You can. This is a spoiler for upcoming episodes Going Rogue and Campanians. I think in Campanians, every episode, you can hear your housemates just laughing in the background sometimes.
no.
Or like
Oh,
setting
no.
or like if you really turn up the sound at some point, I think I heard people setting the plates and setting dinner, which was crazy. I was like,
Sure.
I shouldn't be hearing this. I shouldn't be hearing
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
really
I should put some soundproofing
That's
up in here.
bad. Let's just
No,
put
no,
it
no,
on
don't.
this wall at the very
Don't
least.
do
It's-
it. Leave it
it's-
in.
It's not like loud enough where I can actually make out anything being said. It's
Oh,
just sometimes
sure.
I can hear. Sometimes I can just
Yeah.
hear Vidya laughing, and that's
Yeah.
a delight.
Yeah, and that's good for morale to hear
good for
Vidya's
morale.
laugh in the background. Yeah. Yeah, that's how you laugh.
And it's exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I'm hearing every
Yeah.
time I'm editing the episode. No, that's what I'm hearing.
That's it.
Yeah. I
So,
love Vidya popping in.
oh my god, me too. Okay, so then where are we now? We've got the reindeer fight happening. We've got family. It is
Right.
my family.
What?
Oh, one shot RPG, which is
Oh.
either Tracy or James, who knows which one.
Yeah.
Chiming in over there.
No, that's so sweet though. It is though, and it's so cute.
Muppet
Muppet House.
House.
Wait. Oh my
What?
god. If you could turn any one shot, but let's just pick the ones that I've edited so I can actually understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Any one shot and turn it into a Muppet one shot, except for one character is a human being. What? Which
Oh.
one?
Okay. There are a couple of immediate answers
I know
here.
what I'm saying. I know what I'm thinking.
Okay. Companions would be really
Mm.
fun as
Yeah.
Muppets, and I would keep Robin's character as the human.
That's. Ooh, no, I wouldn't. Companions? Ooh, who would I keep? The dog.
The dog is a robot. You would not make the dog
Okay,
a
but-
Muppet? The
Okay,
dog's
no,
a
no,
robot.
no, but Robin's character's totally like could be a Muppet. Who the fuck? Maybe the Bard or no?
Kai's character could be fun as the human, I think, maybe.
Yeah, because they're a bit of a main character so far, in my opinion.
Curious.
Not really.
I don't
no,
disagree.
No, never mind. I take that back. Nah, they've got some stuff going on with the main character, the NPC, which is why I thought that. But no, I don't like.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually believe that because there's some stuff going on. Oh my god, we can't talk about this. This is for
No.
Campanians, and this is Patreon exclusive. We're not,
Yeah.
We're not giving this away.
Yeah. Okay. For hang on. This is actually like such an important question to me that I need
I
to
know what I'm thinking. Yeah,
bring-
I'm pulling up the list of
I'm
episodes.
pulling
Alright,
up
I'll
the
do
list
some-
of one shots that we've done in the last couple of months.
Let me
Um,
do elevator music while you do that.
Elevator
Do,
music.
Do, 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 do 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 do.
You know what's funny? I've done so many world building games in the last couple of months that there aren't a lot of games with like where everybody's playing a unique character.
Yeah.
But that's really funny. For husband, daddy, protector, hero, it would be Santa, who is the who is real.
I think it would be Dillin.
You think it would be Dillin? Okay.
I
I see
think
that.
it would be Dillin.
I
Because
see
Dillin
that.
is sort of like it does feel like Dillin is like in like the show Muppets or like sort of puppet show type things. There's always like the person that's like the straight man, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
The person that lives in the house, and then the Muppets visit, and the puppets come, or like the puppets are like the postman and the whatever and the whatever.
Yeah.
And to me that feels like that's your character.
I like that. And then for Mad as Hell is my last opinion one. I would do that as Muppets, and I think that Angie's character would be the human.
We have an insanely good suggestion from Viditi Valetti in the chat, which is make Who's the Only Human a recurring segment for 2 shots, and I think we should.
Yeah, let's do
and
it.
I think we will.
Done.
And I think we have. And I think we did spoil that for campaigns, but hey, we'll do it again.
We'll do it again. We'll really get into
We'll
it.
do it again.
It'll be fine.
We'll really get into it. But yeah, sorry, what did you say for Mad as Hell?
For Mad as Hell, I said Angie's character would be the human. Because she's
Which one
like
was that?
she's like the kind of like posh-ish one who is like who has her shit together and is like kind of
Yeah.
was
that the one that was flirting with Henry, or that was the lesbian?
Yes, she was flirting with
I thought
Henry.
that was gonna go somewhere, by the way.
I mean, who knows? I think it's implied that it does.
No,
I mean, she appreciated his big wrench.
Okay. Under the Autumn, strangely, was my pick.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
But I'm trying to think, who is the human?
You don't think it's Mills? Because the thing is, in Under the Autumn,
Totally
strangely, it's, you know
Mills.
what it is? It's the Labyrinth. And Mills is Jennifer Connelly.
That's what I said. That's what
Like, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Too much.
No. Perfect. Just
Absolutely.
enough.
I love that you said it's the Labyrinth, and I was like, oh my god, you're so right. Forgetting that was what I said.
That's what you said.
Yeah. But absolutely Mills. Because Mills is always, like, again, rattling off, like, fun facts. And that feels like, again, what the human does in a Muppet puppet show type of thing. Where the
Agreed.
human's always, like, teaching them, the puppets, stuff.
Yeah.
And that was Mills.
Yeah.
Who's so smart.
Oh, Mills is so smart.
Crazy.
I love them.
Can't get into it again. Can't start
We
this.
can't. All right. Where are we? All right. So reindeer attack, reindeer, and the sexually suggestive wrestle with Elliot.
With Blitzen.
With
yes.
Blitz,
with
Elliot and Blitzen. Then what happens?
And then at some point I've got here just a quote of you saying, "Oh, good, everyone's here, great," with I think as one of the reindeer. And then
Yeah.
I've got here a note that says, "I love when Dillin pulls out the New York accent."
Yeah. I
Um,
also do. I also love to pull out the New York accent.
Oh my god! Another reason for why this episode was my sexual awakening is when Robin just goes in werewolf mode and just starts talking, and then I think it was Elliot again, just goes, "Fantasy Robin, you're so gruff."
Oh, husband, daddy, protector, hero. The Sexy Game by Dillin and Elliot. This hot, steamy RPG.
Your
my God.
parents hate this episode. Hate the
Yeah.
game. Hate
The
the
church
game.
wants to outlaw
The
husband,
church.
daddy, protector, hero.
Daddy protector hero.
Because it
Um,
leads to homoeroticism.
The church wants to rename it to husband, father, protector, hero, and then ban it anyway.
Yeah, husband, father, Holy Ghost is what the church wants to rename this game to.
Yes, because only God can be protector and God can be hero. Anyway, we
Exactly.
can't.
And God should be all of those things to you all of the time.
To you, your
Yeah,
daddy,
yeah, yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
but your father,
Your father.
the big father up
Yeah.
in the heavens. You don't think you? This is so
Sorry.
funny.
Oh God. Okay.
When one of the reindeer was like, "Oh, and by the way, your roof's all fucked. There's like shingles." Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Whatever. Loose shingles.
I vaguely remember
And then
that.
you say, you don't think? Oh no, somebody else says, you don't think you caused the loose shingles by crashing into our roof? And then there's just a pause, and then you go, I don't see how that would have anything to do with that. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, just the delivery of every fucking joke on this episode.
Yeah.
is
I like
so
to
good.
reserve myself one no per episode of One Shot where I get to know and
No and.
something. I get to know period once per episode.
I mean, I read that as the reindeer like being in denial.
Yeah.
This is being like, I'm like they realizing and just going like, no, actually,
No.
it was me. No.
No, I don't think so.
Tracy or James is saying that the Chicago Pope has called and is super mad. He wants to shut us down.
Oh, you know what? That's
So-
gonna be great for clicks. I'll tell you what. Let's
Hey,
get a Pope
we should get
controversy
Rascal
on
on
this
this. Can we
bad
get an
boy
article?
real quick. Yeah.
Rowan, get back here. We need to write a Rascal article about this.
Yeah,
Um,
please write about how the Pope hates the One Shot Network. We will
I know.
we will get this show on the road.
Then the Patreon will.
Hey, the subscribers are gonna
Hey,
come
folks,
rolling
go
in.
to Patreon.
Yeah.
Go to Patreon and subscribe so that the Pope, to spite the Catholic Church.
Yeah,
Well,
you want to
wait,
get
what-
back at the
did I say that
Catholic
right?
Church? Subscribe to the One Shot Network Patreon.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh God, you wanna do you wanna save the world? Subscribe to the One Shot Network
Do you wanna-
Patreon.
Hey. ran out of jokes. Chicago Pope lambasting Armenian-led actual play productions.
That's it. There you go, Al.
That's it.
The
That's
Chicago
headline.
Pope hates Armenian-led RPG podcast One Shot.
You know, if we were on a go one step forward, Chicago Pope denies the Armenian genocide.
Yep. Chicago Pope, print it. Genocide denier.
Did
Get
not
it in.
happen.
Get it in print. Quick.
Anyway, then we find out the Santa's a tiefling from Forgotten Realms.
Yes. This is now where I think that my NyQuil was starting to wear off, and I do believe the fever was coming back.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure. Because from here out, it's for sure a
No
blur.
memory?
No memory.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody falls off a roof or whatever, gets some fall damage, and then somebody goes, yeah, there's probably like one husband, two protector fall damage.
That's a good bit when you're playing D&D. It's a great bit when you're playing husband, daddy, protector, hero.
And then from then on, it's just joking about T-stones. Like, at some point, somebody goes, Elliot, oh, I know this was Robin because of the wording that was used, but I've got here, Elliot, can you chuck me a Bardic?
Can you chuck me a Bardic? Oh my god. I remember physically groaning at can you chuck me a Bardic?
I've got here a little bit of self-deprecation because I've listening back. I was like, what the fuck? Because there's a bit where there's like music and stuff and like creepy horror music, and then Santa growls and his bones are cracking and he's a zombie now. And then the music just ends. Babe, couldn't you like make it a more natural fade out or fucking some? No, the music and the bones and the cracking just fucking ends.
Sometimes it ends abruptly for the drama, and you did that on
fuck that.
purpose, and
Nah.
it was good. Whatever. Yeah. Actually,
Yes,
can't
Vinny,
believe.
yeah, that was Robin.
Yeah.
Chuck me a Bardic. Yeah, that
Chuck
was
me a
Robin.
Bardic is Robin for sure. That's
Bardic.
a Robin
I can
sentence.
hear their
Yeah.
voice in my head going, "Hey Elliot, can you chuck me a Bardic?"
Oh,
Or whatever.
great Robin. Yeah, get their
Thank
ass.
Get their ass.
Get their
What were you
ass.
saying?
Fucking
Get their
British.
Fucking Brit.
Fucking Brit.
Do not. Let's. I don't. Nobody can find out that I actually have a British accent that is equally as often used as my American one. Go on.
Oh fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh, me describing Santa's like bone crunching like thing. A, no recollection of that. B, can't believe I did that. I had no thoughts in my head. How did I do that? I'm actually genuinely happy with it.
Well, 'cause somebody cast Revivify. Oh, Robin cast Revivify.
Yeah.
And then it didn't work because he was already too dead or something. And then he was a zombie. And
yeah.
then
Oh yeah, Zombie Santa. But still, Zombie Santa, I think that was pretty good. I think that was pretty good
Oh,
for
so
a
good.
102
So
fever,
good.
babe. I'm pretty
So
impressed with that bit.
absolutely. But yeah, this bones crushing and stuff sound effects were pretty satisfying to listen to.
They were
And
good.
then somebody goes, "What a horrible thing we've done." Might have been with Viddy.
Yeah.
Zombie Santa.
Yeah.
What is this? Basket. Santa Claus is usually in. Right. Sleigh. Is when you.
Basket. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
just reading out of context random. This is just a string of words that I just said just now. But yeah, it just again, it's just about like the delivery, because you go something something, and he goes up in his basket that Santa Claus is usually in, and then Vinny just goes, sleigh.
Ooh.
You mean the sleigh?
the sleigh?
And then it's like, no, the basket.
The basket. Santa's basket.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Another bit that I sent to everybody. No, this is the fight with the reindeers. Earlier was some other fucking bit, but also reindeers. Whatever, moving on. This is when I finally caught a mid-roll. So we're halfway through the episode, guys. Congratulations to us. I've got here the note that says I'm gonna run out of this goddamn notebook. Oh my god, this was so funny. Rob goes, "Are you dead?" And then somebody goes, "No, I'm not dead. Do you want me to cast a Revivify?" Immediately, just so fast, just in one breath.
Do you want me to cast Revivify?
Do you want me to cast a Revivify?
Oh my god, exceptional.
He's right behind me, isn't he? Again, just straight up, just
right behind
reading
me,
out,
isn't he?
just reading out, going, "How this is unlistenable. This is unlistenable." I'm just
Two
reading out
shots?
quotes.
No.
Could never be.
No,
Could
this is
never
a
be.
very listenable show that you should subscribe to the One Shot Network Patreon so that
I
you can
cannot-
listen to every single one.
I cannot emphasize enough that the other episodes usually have more interesting discussions as well as the jokes and the banter
Yeah.
about like what's happening in the episode and like the story and the characters and the themes and the motifs and everything, all the other fancy words. But this one,
I also love Dillin shutting down Robin trying to make their Revivify turn Santa into a werewolf. Yeah. See, that was my one no per my no period per episode.
right? The previous one doesn't count. This was
No,
no.
that's the one. That's
Yeah.
the real one.
Yeah. I don't even remember the context for this one. I just have here, quote, "You two famously don't have thick thighs," end quote.
Yeah.
Roasted, comma, sob, comma.
Yeah,
What?
because Elliot, I do remember this because Elliot we were deciding who was gonna go after Zombie Santa, and was gonna like leap off the roof, I think it was, or something like that. And we were like trying to decide, and Elliot decides to do it because we don't have thighs like he does. We can't. We're not primed for jumping.
I mean, I've got thighs, but they're not for jumping. Well,
Hey.
for jumping some things.
Hey.
Anyway, we got the next quote here is, I guess I'm learning some things about myself about being shaken by a giant man, end quote. And I wrote here, God, same.
Yeah.
Same, babe.
Yeah.
Same, babe.
Husband, Daddy, Protector, Hero, Sexual Awakening, episode of One Shot.
First episode of One Shot. First something.
First and sexiest episode of One Shot.
First and sexiest. Just downhill from there, really. The fucking tail. Santa takes a swipe at you with his tiefling tail. Again, just very funny that it's just
Hey, gang.
tiefling.
It's Tiefling Tail.
Hey, gang. Oh my god, there was a mistake in the edit. At some point, a little 1 minute clip just repeats. How did I not catch that? How the fuck did at around
I
47,
genuinely
39.
also haven't caught that, and I've re-listened to that episode like 4 times.
Thing is, so have I. So, but like I went back and I checked at 47:39. There's a clip that repeats. There's like a whole minute long clip that like
A full
I don't know how
minute?
the fuck that happened. Maybe less than a minute, but like
It can't be a full minute. We would notice a full minute.
it was.
I
that
have
was
to go back and listen
significant.
to that now. I'm so excited. What's the
Well,
bit?
now
Do you
I'm like
remember what the bit
gaslighting
is?
myself. No.
Okay, grand. I'm gonna listen to that after this. I'm gonna find
Yeah.
out. And you
Yeah.
should too.
Maybe it was
go
a glitch
listen
on
to
my
this.
and you. Hey, go
Hey.
listen to Husband, Daddy, Protector, Hero from the start instead of forget I said a time note thing.
Come back to
go
me.
listen from start.
Okay.
I've said these things already. Oh, at some point Robin does his their upstart something special. Up something special. Like the jump video game up.
You're glitching
Super
out.
Smash.
Oh,
It's
babe,
Super
you're
Smash.
freaking me out. Do they do the Konami code? Is that what it is?
No, the Super Smash Bros. Jump. Fuck. Up special. The like jump. Like, fight move.
yes, which they've done in another
Game,
episode.
Video game.
Yes.
Oh.
Fuck, what the hell is it called? I don't play those kinds of games, so I don't know what it is, but they've talked about that in other episodes. They used it in our Scene Thieves episode, I believe, which is before your tenure. Edge guarding.
I don't know anything about that.
Edge
I don't
guarding.
think-
Edge guarding.
Edge guarding.
Edge guarding.
Edge guarding. Edge guarding. And that's what I do all the time. So go on.
Edge guarding.
Edge
One
guarding.
more time. One more time for the girls.
Edge guarding.
Edge guarding. Up special. You're gonna do your up special and your edge guarding. Husband, Daddy, Protector, Hero. Kinkiest episode of One Shot.
Oh.
Husband, Daddy, Protector,
yeah.
Hero will edge guard you and up
Calling-
special.
Calling the DM daddy. Yeah, to the GM daddy. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Kinkiest episode.
Yeah.
And that's why I became the editor.
Yeah. I gave you that episode and you said, sure. And that definitely answered some questions about both of us. For certain.
And that's why we're friends.
And that's why we're friends.
You were saying something.
Probably not. I can't imagine I was.
Robin does their up special, and and because Robin was like, yeah, I do my up special. I was like, oh, that's a thing from video game.
Yeah.
I should go and check what sound effects happen when video game. And then I found Super Smash Bros. Because they described specifically that they were doing Link's up special.
Okay.
And I think they mentioned that it was Super Smash Bros. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And so I went. I had to find a clip from Super Smash Bros. Of Link doing their his up special. I had to find a clip that didn't have unrelated music playing, so I could actually hear what the sound effects were.
Oh my god.
I had
Yeah.
to listen to that fucking thing on the just like a 0.3 second clip on loop, trying to figure out what the fuck is happening
Yeah.
to try to replicate it. By the way, did a similar thing for Campanions, but we can't talk about it. That's spoilers for our Patreon.
Spoilers
exclusive
for the
episode,
Patreon.
Campanions.
Subscribe to the
Done,
One Shot Network Patreon.
in about a week. Tracy. Well, in my
Or
tenure.
James. We still don't know.
Or
who this
James. We still
Yeah,
no
I regret.
refusing to confirm or deny either way.
I regret to inform you that if you want the kinkiest episode title, you're gonna have to do more than that. That's got to be James.
In my tenure.
In my tenure, well,
In my tenure.
yeah, no, maybe there's a kinkier one before you got on board.
Which one? Which one?
I have to let me think about it. There's a couple that
Okay.
could be.
Oh my god.
But
I'm sorry, it's been
yeah.
20 episodes. Why has there not been another kinky episode? What the fuck?
oh, I'm cooking something. Don't worry.
Good.
Don't
good.
worry. Relax.
Yeah.
Um, God,
Relax.
editors only want one thing, and it's disgusting. And it's disgusting.
Disgusting. All editors want is kinky episodes, eat hot chip, and lie.
Yeah.
Anyway, then when after Robin does the up special, and I add some sound effects to try to make it sound like Link's up special from Super Smash Brothers, then Vidya has his own down special, and I felt bad because I couldn't make the same sort of sound effects work because he mentions it too quick and moves on, and I felt bad. I was like, but Robin got a video game sound effect moment. I can't. I want to give Vidya one too, and I couldn't make it work, and yet I tried, and I spent so much. That's why. Another reason why this was double digit up to 20 hours of work that I did is because I hadn't learned to pick my battles yet. I hadn't learned to recognize when it's just not gonna work early enough.
You know, after this, I'm gonna go and let the house know that this episode took you 20 plus hours to edit, and
No, not plus, dear lord, 20 minus.
20 minus. Okay,
It's something
So,
like 15
just-
to 20.
okay, 15 to 20. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna get some things thrown at me. I think for
Why did they throw it at you? All
For-
but one person in that room was responsible. They should be throwing shit at each other.
thank you. I'll use that in my defense.
Yeah, I will defend you every day and any
Thank
day.
you.
Anyway, what's next? Calling the GM daddy.
Yeah.
Of course.
Even though
This isn't-
technically the GM
Yeah.
is husband, daddy, protector, hero, the GM is the only person who can be all four at once.
All four.
So calling the DM daddy is like it's
Limiting
reductive.
there, putting them in a
it's
box.
it's putting me into a
Yeah.
box.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ellie, hang on. You got caught in the filter, but this is important to me. When will y'all finally play Nasha Barrage stopped a fascist regime by wanting to fuck her pathetic boyfriend crazy style, and you can too? Give me a minute. Elle, just give me a minute. I'll get there. You know what? Here's the thing. And this is a very short interlude. Is that when I started doing the show, I was like, man, I'm gonna play so many games. You can't make this show fast enough. There's so many games that I want to play. But
I feel
yeah.
the exact same way. And
Yeah.
you can't make my show fast enough. Well, I'm not making it very fast anyway.
I'm not,
but yeah,
I'm
there's
not
so
making
many
it any
games.
faster. Yeah.
No, I'm
Um,
talking about my show. But yeah, you're at least you're posting every week. I'm like once a month on average.
Hey. And every one of them is good. So every one of them
I
is
mean
great.
that's just true.
Every one of them is on caliber with Husband Daddy Protector Hero episode 600 of One Shot. Every one of them. And you can put that in print.
I will.
Good.
But yeah.
All right, where are we in the
We're actually getting close to the end.
Okay.
Quote, this incident is a big deal in our lives, end quote. Very
What
funny.
did we say? Wait, say that again?
This incident is a big deal in our lives. I don't know, you guys just kept bringing it up.
The incident. Yeah.
Oh, the demon arm. This is where it came in. Quote,
The demon
oh yeah,
arm.
I've always had a demon inside me. Yeah, but it's not had a way to manifest itself with your normal limbs. Very funny. Oh my god, at some point you guys mentioned Mass Effect, and at the time I didn't know the video game, so it like...
Oh, at the time I
flew,
didn't know the video game either.
Oh my god, this was
I hadn't started playing it
free.
yet. Yeah.
That's so fun. But yeah, it's mentioned, and then at the time it like flew over my head, and now I get the reference because I've played 2 Mass Effect games, which is crazy. Brooklyn's greatest protectors. Wow, my guys are so funny. When you guys were like riffing about you guys being Brooklyn's greatest protectors, and then eventually you were like, yeah, we were just community service workers, whatever. And then Eggman, Dr. Robotnik comes, and then there's like a threat to the Brooklyn and Manhattan, and then you guys are like, I guess that's us.
That's us. Brooklyn's
That's us,
finest.
folks. Brooklyn's finest.
Brooklyn's finest on the way to save the day.
Mhm.
Us. This house.
How were the rules changed? So you got some feedback at the end of the episode.
I got some
How
feedback
did
at the
you
end of the
then-
episode. On
Do you remember how do you modify to the rules? Of the game?
Yeah, I got 2 pieces of feedback in particular.
Mhm.
One was that this is not a PvP game, which is true.
I
And
don't know. Why was that in there?
you know, so sometimes the way that when when you're making a game and you're high and it's 2:00 in the morning, and you're just sort of writing it as the thoughts come to you and not putting any actual design thought into it. You write something at the beginning and then the game changes halfway through and you don't bother going back to the top of the page to give it another once over, and you just hit send on that. And that's sort of what happened here. And then when we played it, we got to the end and everybody was like, yeah, actually it was very fun because everybody was like, this is actually very playable. Why is it PvP? And I go, it's not, actually. It's clearly not. I don't know why I said that. So it's not, it no longer says that it is a PvP game. And then also, I think Elliot, hi!
Andrew Cuomo conceded the race.
Andrew Cuomo conceded the race? Fuck yes! Gang?
What?
Can we get some celebratory...
Live from the One Shot.
Live on the One Shot Network Patreon drive, Andrew Cuomo concedes the race.
We're here at the room, fucking newsroom right now. We just got the news. I'm getting the news right now as we speak. Andrew Cuomo has conceded the race. I repeat, Andrew Cuomo has conceded the race.
Oh my God!
So Handmom Daddy is now on track to become the next mayor of New York City.
Subscribe to the One Shot Network Patreon for more local New York, Brooklyn news.
Wait, can we get
regular
Actually,
updates on our mayoral election?
Here's a recent article from yesterday, actually, while we're doing local news from Armenia. The Prime Minister offers to show his penis to head of Armenian church to prove he's not circumcised. And that's actually something that's happening right now.
Yeah, yeah. So
Anyway.
you're getting news from Armenia, news from New
International
York.
local newses.
Yeah, local news is from the local hosts of the One Shot Network Patreon. The wow.
Holy shit, dude!
Holy
So it's gonna be the
smokes.
next Mom Done is
Oh my god, okay.
in New York.
President of Armenia, Lyndon B. Johnson. L, fuck off. That's so funny. That's so fucking funny.
Wait, I don't get the joke. What's the joke?
That's the whole joke.
Gotcha. So just random. Very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay.
Okay. We have a couple notes left, and then we can. But first of all,
Yes.
congratulations on your new mayor. Anyway, actually, fucking knock on wood.
Well, I think we still. I have to. I think we still have to have the general, but it just won't include.
Oh, sure, but like, who
Cuomo
the
or-
fuck
I don't know.
else? How else? But knock on wood.
Yeah.
And because that was 6, let's do another one. Now that was 9 knocks.
Love that. Love that. Love that.
Okay, so. Oh, we got an explanation from L. LBJ was famous for showing his penis to people while president of the USA and referred to it as Jumbo.
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 It's
Oh my
good.
god. Okay, I've got here a question that's just, and you don't know. Whatever. What was your extensive prep like for this adventure?
Oh, I'll kill
Hey,
you.
Dylan.
Do you want? Here's my. You know what? Here's my real answer. Here's my prep. Here's
What's
my
up?
prep
What's
for husband, daddy,
What's up?
protector hero episode of One Shot.
By the way, somebody clip the bit where we realize Andrew Cuomo has resigned. Oh, you see
Yeah.
that, sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna need that clip for sure.
Conceded.
Okay, so my prep included getting so high and writing this game. That's prep session number 1. Prep session
Right.
number 2 was getting a 102-degree fever, laying in bed for a full 12 hours, in a like sweaty delirium soaked hell of misery, getting up, taking a shot of NyQuil, getting into a computer chair, and hitting record on a call with my nearest and dearest.
Where
and
was
that is
Robin
it.
at the time? In the
Robin was
world?
in my home, and in my
Just
last
in a different
apartment.
room?
In a different room, was upstairs. Because then after we ended, I was obviously still so sick, and I was like so gonna crash out. That I then went upstairs because they all stayed on call and like I think made either Pathfinder characters or Starfinder characters and like played like
Aw.
a little one shot or whatever. And I was like so bummed
Cute.
that I couldn't participate. So I just like went and laid on the floor upstairs, like next to the air conditioner. Like
Baby.
so I could like listen to it happen.
Aw.
Yeah. So I did a lot of prep in that I wrote this game. That's my prep for this episode.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dylan
Yeah.
wrote a whole game
A whole game.
for
It's 2
specifically
pages.
to be played. Hey! Whole game,
Whole game.
start to finish. What was that phrase that Elliot came up with about like the sentence at the beginning of a game that sets the tone of the game?
Oh, wait, do you mean his looming context? Is that what you mean? The looming context. Yeah.
Husband, daddy, protector, hero
Yeah.
has
Oh my god.
top-notch looming context. Can you read the beginning of the?
Oh my god. Hold on. I'm actually
Oh my God.
I'm bricked up like crazy right now. If you think that
Oh my god!
husband, daddy,
Put an
protect-
asterisk. Put an asterisk on the phrase "bricked up" because this is so funny. Go on.
I'm pretty
Somebody
dumb.
remind me in a second.
Busting through denim right now about this. Okay. So the first, like the intro bit is what you are saying? Like
Sure.
everyone, all right, so the part
I
that's like
guess.
everyone knows that there are only 4 types of things that you can do or be.
That's what I mean. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the looming context.
Well, to finish the thing.
Oh, sorry. First, you must decide who you are. Sorry, I got so excited. First, you must decide who you are. To do this, you got to pick which 2 of the only 4 things you embody the most. Husband,
And then
daddy,
it's husband, daddy,
protector, hero.
protector, or hero.
Yeah.
And that's looming context, I think, and that's top notch. Looming context.
Interesting.
I think I don't remember. I'll be honest. I feel like as you read it, I was like, maybe it was in the first sentence, but somewhere in there, there's looming
Somewhere
context.
in there, there's looming.
Maybe just the title of the game is looming
Yeah, is the looming context is that there are going to be husbands, daddies, protectors, and heroes.
protectors and heroes,
And
and they're where.
I think the looming context is that this is a game applicable to every scenario. I think. I think that's 'cause that
Every
is what-
scenario.
Every
Thing is,
scenario.
I mean, true. That is true.
That's true. The D&D killer, husband, daddy, protector,
The
hero.
D&D killer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually I've been running a pirate campaign, D&D campaign with my friends, and we are actually last week we switched to husband, daddy, protector, hero. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, we're doing that instead.
That's what I like to hear.
Mhm. About Bricked Up.
Let's talk about it.
I've been
Sure.
like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, let's get into it. I've been every 2 weeks, every fortnight, I have a fortnightly game night with some of my close friends where we play Magic the Gathering, and whenever we're not getting any mana, so like lands and stuff, we one person kept saying like they're bricked up, and he didn't know that that's what he meant until I let him know, and which is very funny because
That is
at
really
another
funny.
point, some months ago, I accidentally called one of them a gooner instead of a goober because I didn't know that gooner means something else. So now we're just like one of the 4 just keeps calling us the gooner squad.
The Gooner Squad? That's actually,
Because we're
that's great.
bricked up. We're all gooners and bricked
The
up.
bricked up Gooner Squad.
Yeah. Anyway.
All
And
right.
that's how we're gonna end this episode.
Hell yeah, it is.
Wait, no, cause,
no, there's got to be more.
no, cause fuck. Okay.
It's fine.
Sign-offs. One of my many post-it notes in front of me that I keep
Okay,
whenever I want to
sign
remember
offs.
a thing to say. I have finally thought of a general sign-off for every episode, but also I think we should pick. Well, I'm gonna pick a funny quote
Okay.
from said series / episode as
Okay.
the episode sign off, but then
Okay.
also followed up by either me or you, like interchangeably, doesn't matter who says which.
Okay.
Good morning and good night / evening, whichever one. I don't know.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
it's always
cute.
morning for you, evening for me, morning for you. You know.
That's cute. I like
Oh,
that.
for people who don't know, we
Yeah.
live in very different time zones. It is
And where is
currently
that?
6
Like, where do you live?
Where do you live?
Where do you live?
Titanic. I'm singing the national anthem. I live in Armenia, the Republic of
Yeah.
Armenia.
Yeah.
Um,
We never talk about it.
we never
We
mention it.
never
I'm
talk
very-
about it. We don't mention it.
It's quite a private fact about me. I don't know why you would pressure me into.
Shaghik lives in the
revealing
Chicago
that.
Pope's least favorite place. Canonical. Spread it like wildfire. The Chicago Pope hates Armenia
in
and
headlines.
Armenia's #1 gaming podcast, One Shot.
We need the One Shot newsletter email is gonna have 2 headlines: Pope hates Armenia and Andrew Cuomo concedes the race.
There you go. Yep.
Also, Armenian Prime Minister says he'll show his penis to the head of church.
Yeah. This is a news show. I don't know what you are.
This is a
I don't know
news
if you've
show.
got the impression correct. This is a
Yeah.
news show.
But yeah, so the
Um,
sign off for husband daddy protector here that I thought of, which I
Okay.
don't actually like because I want to think of a better one. The only thing I could think of was dilly dally shilly shally, if that was the order.
Dilly dally shilly shally.
But
I like
then
that.
I'm like,
Wait,
I don't
wait.
know.
I think there's something to oh, we mentioned it earlier. What was the where it's like where oh, we have to do it for them, right?
we're
I
doing
think-
it for them.
We're doing it for them. Yeah, that's the one.
Hey Dylan,
Hey. Hey, Shaghik.
we're doing it for them.
We're doing it for them.
Now to do the other one.
Wait, am I saying good night to you?
I think it doesn't matter. I think we can do either one.
it doesn't
like,
matter.
because it
doesn't
could be interpreted either way. Because if I say good morning, it could either be saying good morning because it's your morning or my morning, and I'm saying it to you or saying it about me. So like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So pick one.
Well, good morning.
And good evening. Oh no! Wait, should I say good night instead?
Yeah, good night. Good night feels better because it feels like you're tucking
Yeah.
me in.
Yeah, and it fits with the Muppet.
And the Muppet
themes.
aesthetic that I have.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm. Who did we decide? Oh, you said Santa. I said Dylan as
Yeah.
the human. Anyway, do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
All right, do it again. First of all, we're doing it for them.
We're doing it for them.
We're doing it for them. Good morning.
And good night.
Hell yeah. That's it. Please subscribe to the One Shot Network Patreon.
Subscribe to the One Shot Patreon network. Patreon. Wait, no. Yes, do that.
Yes, correct. Do it for more news. All right, and we'll see you. We'll see you with more
international news.
streams tomorrow.
Tomorrow.